and welcome to what is the first video in my newly designed workshop. I still can't believe what a place I've created for myself. I can't wait to get started. I cannot wait to get started. So without further ado, let's just dive right into it. So I've been sent a package from a good friend of mine. Now a few years ago I was lucky enough to serve on one of Her Majesty's finest MCMVs. So that's a mine countermeasure vessel, basically a mine hunter. Great little ships, quite small ships companies, about 47 people. And my good friend Josh, who sent me this package, he came across from the US Navy to do a stint with the Royal Navy. So with Josh being a US officer, us as a senior rates mess saw our opportunity to take him under our wing and show him the real Royal Navy for a few years. And I think it's safe to say that he really enjoyed himself. So following on from his stint with the Royal Navy, Josh is now back with his native US Navy, and he's now the commanding officer of USS Chief. Now Josh had some maintenance done on his ship where a bit of deck was either damaged or rotten, or I suppose I should point out that the US make their mine countermeasures out of wood, whereas we make ours in the UK out of GRP. So yeah, there was some damage or some rot, but there was a part of the deck that was being took up, and he's managed to capture some of that deck and he sent it to me. He's asked for a few pens to be turned out of the deck, and I'm going to just assume that whatever's left over I can keep. So let's dive right in and have a quick look and see what he sent me.
Oh, what's in the box?
So let's have a look, see what Josh has sent me. Okay, so these are the pen kits he sent me. These are from Penn State Industries, and they are the nautical kits. Now, I've worked with these before. They are beautifully made. They're absolutely stunning. So this is the pen clip, you know, the bit that sort of sticks out of your pocket. They look more like a nipple tassel. So a nice little fouled anchor, which I think looks really, really smart. And then on the top of the pen, you can see there's a ship's wheel mounted on the top with a load of rope work just underneath it. And then on the top is a nautical star. And then on the nib, there's an etched tool ship. So we've got 5 of those. Let's see what else we've got inside here. And, oh, there seems to be a letter. Right, what have we got here? Ooh. Oh, there's a wax stamp on it. That is a classy touch. He says, Chief, that's me. Thanks for the incredible memories whilst aboard Chiddingfold and with Crew 8. It was awesome and certainly a journey which I will never forget. Fair winds, mate. Yours I, Josh Cowart, Captain. Nice touch. Cheers, Josh. That's really nice, mate. In the 18 years that I've done, it's probably the job I enjoyed the most. And it's not the job, it's not the ship, it's always the people. And he's also sent me a challenge coin. Nice touch, Josh. Nice touch. Oh, it's a good one as well. Yeah, man, that's awesome. Oh, I love it. Right, so, well, I suppose first I should explain what a challenge coin is. A challenge coin is something that is a very, very American thing. But I don't know whether it's all the services, but certainly in the Navy, you're almost expected to carry a challenge coin with you. So what it is anybody, when they're out having a drink, can take their challenge coin out of their pocket and slam it on the desk, and then everybody else has to produce their challenge coin. If there's one or a couple of you that don't have a challenge coin and don't produce it, then the round is on you. However, if you're the one that initiated the challenge and everybody else has got a challenge coin, it's your round. It's great fun, especially when someone loses. Well, somebody always loses, but it's a great way to get a free drink. On the other side, we've got presented by the commanding officer, Lieutenant Commander, or sorry, they would say Lieutenant Commander. He's basically Royal Navy now, he's ours. So Lieutenant Commander Joshua Carrot, United States Navy, with the USS Chief MCM badge in the middle of it. So that's beautiful, beautiful, absolutely stunning. Thanks, Josh, really, really appreciate that. I've got a few, so that'll go with the rest of them. And last but not least is the deck. Let's see what we've got. I've just found out that their decks are laminated Douglas fir with pine and then white oak. I think we've discovered why it was tore up, because there's some either rot or some damage. There's a bit more, but yeah, I mean, we should definitely be able to get some pens out of this. I can't see any reason why this wouldn't turn beautifully. Might have to just cut out some nasty bits. Well, this is actually a real piece of a United States warship that I'm holding in my mortal hands. I think it's time to get the pen turning kit out and get started. Right, so that's as much of the good wood I can get out of it. I had very, very little bits that was just not usable at all, so actually done really well. Managed to salvage quite a lot out of that piece. So I need to get 5 blanks out of this, just under 7 centimeters long, so we'll make each blank 7.5 centimeters. Right, 5 blanks, here we go. Okay, and for sanding, I'm going to use various grades, but we're going to start with 120, move up to 240, then into 320, 400, and then finally finish off with some 800, and then some sanding sealer. Wait for that to dry, stiffen those fibres up, and then resand with the 800. Give it a good blowout with the air, make sure all the pores are clear. Whack it with a bit of Yorkshire grit, which will give it its final sanding, and it will also feed the wood because it's just full of goodness. And then once that's been on and dried and then buffed off, we can apply the microcrystalline wax, which will give it a nice, hard and durable finish, and it will maintain its shine. So that's what we're looking for. So it's a boring old job, so let's get on with it. But here we go, sanding. About 4,500 RPM, not too fast. So here we go. Okay, so it's the next day. Incidentally, sorry if you can hear the whirring in the background, but the laser printer's kicking off doing a quick project. So it's time to put these pens together. So get rid of the headstock, install our pen presses. Now we got the blank, looking lovely. And then we got the rest of the pen. So it uses just a standard Parker cartridge, so you can take these apart and replace the cartridge whenever the ink runs out, which is fantastic. We've got the nib, the clip, we've got the end cap, and then we've got the mechanism and the spring. Okay, so first things first, going to start with the clip and the end cap, and they just slot over each other. Now I'm going to try and pick the grain. Yeah, I think we'll have the two sides showing. Oh, they look so smart, especially with the colour of this kit. I love it. This is such a great choice. Well done, Josh. And we just use the quill on the tailstock to come down and compress this. Get it nice and straight, nice and firm. There we go. Beautiful. And then the rest of it, honestly, these are so easy. Chuck the spring onto the ink, chuck the ink down. And then that just screws on. And then I like to just actuate it a few times, just sort of loosen it up because they can be quite oily. So there we go. Lovely. And it's just a case of squeezing these two together. I want to get that clip right down the center of these two tool ships that are there. And I'll make all of these the same. And there we go. I mean, just stunning, absolutely stunning. Really, really nice to hold, look beautiful, nice and chunky, decent grip. Yeah, fantastic. And then the last thing, Josh doesn't know he's getting this yet, but he's the first customer to get my brand new pen box. Yeah boy, it's amazing. Got my logo on there, little inspection window so you can see what it is that's inside. I love it, they're so good. Pen just sits in there dead neat. You can clip that into there if you want. It's a little bit chunky, but in he goes. I mean, how smart does that look? Absolutely incredible. I love these. These are so smart. So there we go, 4 more like that, and they'll be ready to get off into the post. Okay, so there you go. That one done in the bag. Those pens have been sent off now, and they're actually in Josh's hands. He's got them, which is great news. So they actually had to go from here to America. They landed at the American Forces Postal Office, and then the Postal Office had to then send them out to where the ship's based in Japan. That's not secret information I'm giving away. That's, you know, just where the ship's based. It's public knowledge. You can look it up on the internet. I also had to fish out my official US Navy jumper just for this outro, so I hope you appreciate that, Josh. This took me a long time to find, and I had to wash it, and then I had to dry it before I could put it on. Great thing is, I've still got some of that great Warship wood left. I've got a couple of lengths of these so I can make some more pens, so you know, if you're a collector or you're particularly interested in the United States Navy, you can get in touch with me and order a pen. So yeah, it was really good just to do a little project there for a friend. I love turning anyway, but when I can do it for someone who's a mate, then it's all the better. So I really enjoy doing it. So I just want to thank Josh for the opportunity, and I hope he's really happy with the, in fact I know he's happy with the pens. He's already texted me and said thank you very much. So that'll about wrap it up, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. You know, 60% of you who are watching are subscribers, and I can't thank you enough, but there's still at least 40% of you who've yet to hit the subscribe button. So if it's your first time here and you like what you see, why not make it so that YouTube will send you a notification the next time I upload. I'd really like to get to 500 subscribers by Christmas. That would be phenomenal. That's my goal. I may or may not hit it, but who knows. We'll watch this space, but you can be sure I'll keep churning out the content. Right, so I hope you all have a great week. Take care of yourselves. Take care of those around you. So until the next time, I'll catch you back here in the workshop. Stay safe, have a great one, and I'll catch you soon, alright? Cheers all.